Hey everybody, Aaron Carlson here from Around the Reel. Just want to reach out to each and every one of you to make sure you click over to anchor.fm/CCC Entertainment Group. There's a little metric tool there that you can click on to support our podcast. It would really help us out and keep our production company rolling so we can put out the best content possible and also build budgets to these new movies that should be filming and coming out in 2021. That is, of course, if this fucking pandemic will ever fucking stop. So reach out to us there and support our podcast. We'd really, really appreciate anything you can do in these tough times. And as well as that, you guys keep thinking hard because you're thinking anyway.
Welcome to Around the Reel with your hosts, Aaron Carlson, Charles Lawson, and Samantha Hanna. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. It's all right. Well, we really just kind of just do our thing and just start talking with you. Just to get to know you, Crystal.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So the first question I'm going to ask you, just to break the ice and everything, just so we can get this conversation started, what's your favorite Christmas song?
What's my favorite Christmas song?
Good question.
You know, I'm not usually a Christmas music person, but
That's
After
okay.
my own heart right there.
yeah, I usually just kind of go,
You're a mean
I guess
one,
it's Christmas again.
Mr. Grinch.
Are we singing? I got a song.
Okay, sing.
Lambda, lambda,
No,
and
can-
Omega
no,
Moon.
No,
We
I'm
come
sorry, I
here
opened
on
that
stage
up.
tonight
I'm sorry.
to do a show for that doesn't work.
Stop.
Dude, that's
No.
Revenge of the Nerds.
By the way,
more.
covering his camera doesn't shut him up.
It does
Well,
not.
it
It
sure
did distract
makes
him.
me not have to look at him.
Now, however,
at the same
unfortunately,
time.
Crystal,
Yeah.
being at the age that she's at, probably has no idea what that reference was. However, if I were to
I do
go,
not.
if I were to sing something like, God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. People know that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that.
Shut up.
I really don't know that. I have no fucking idea what you just saying. But I was like, oh, it sounds pretty nice.
I don't know. I just have stuck in my head. Grind on me. And take your time.
Well, as long as you've got the holly.
Yeah. Ladies
the
and
halls.
gentlemen, welcome to Around the Reel.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
Welcome to Around the Reel.
Thank you.
Yeah. How do you say your last name, Crystal?
It's Loverro.
Lavero.
I was right.
Oh, good job.
Just like it actually
Crystal
looks.
Lavero.
Give me some brownies.
She's no joke.
Straight up Italian.
It's Italian?
Yeah, I stole it from my husband, though. I'm not actually Italian. I'm Irish and English, and
See,
German.
that's what we get to do as girls. We get to,
Still names?
yeah.
Yeah, still names.
But do you talk with your hands?
Me?
Yes.
Sometimes.
And do you insist that people try something? If you're eating something and it's really good, do you insist that somebody else tries it?
I would say so, yeah.
What are you getting
We
at?
cook a lot of Italian food, too.
Then you're
Like,
Italian.
Okay.
We love pasta and truffles and we love all that kind of stuff. Lots of
And the
delicious-
spicy meatball. Right? That kind of shit.
vegetarian here, but
No meatballs?
Oh, you're vegetarian?
That's okay.
Yeah.
She likes her spicy
Aaron,
olives.
you
I
say
like
that's
it.
okay, but you would
I
never
actually,
allow
my
that.
husband loves
No, I
olives,
wouldn't eat it.
but I do not.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
really? Well, then what the hell do you
Picky.
eat?
I eat lots of
Vegetables?
pasta, lots of cheese, lots of Indian food, lots of mushrooms. I'm a big mushroom fan.
So she
Mushrooms
made
are
up for
literally
it.
my life.
Those are
You
bomb.
you're a fan of fungus?
I'm a big fan of fungus.
Dude,
Fungi
fungus
is my life.
It's fucking good. That's why. Mushrooms are the shit.
Oh, I like mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to, I'm not arguing. I'm just like
Are we
bringing
gigging
content
on both
to the
shows?
show.
Because
Sam doesn't like mushrooms. So Crystal is an actress and a model and a photographer. Is that right, too?
Yep. Photographer, martial artist. I wear many hats.
martial artist. Wait a minute. Back
Right.
up.
Uh-oh.
How long you been doing that for?
A few years now.
Okay.
I started in karate, but then I moved here over to the Pacific Northwest, and I followed my dream of Krav Maga, which is one of my
wow.
favorite martial arts. Next, I would like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because that's also one of my favorites.
So you like the artistic type martial arts? Aren't those? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I would say
about
they're
that?
very
Yeah, no,
effective.
yeah,
Am I
Brazilian
thinking wrong?
Jiu-Jitsu, they kick the shit out of somebody with
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Krav Maga. Krav Maga is like the most, one of the most effective martial arts. It's like, you're trained to be just in any situation taken off guard and be able to respond to it effectively.
Okay, I was in the wrong I was in the wrong area of what I was thinking.
Well, you got to watch Cobra Kai, and then you know more.
You have to know stuff about
Seen Cobra
stuff.
Kai. I do have
For fuck's sake.
It's okay. I watched the
It's
first
okay.
episode upon request and didn't watch the rest. So you're doing just fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh.
But you'll
You're
love
fine.
it. You'll love it, Crystal. Just trust me.
Yeah, I mean, I
right?
love martial arts, so I'm sure
Do you
I'll
love
enjoy
do you
it.
love middle-aged guys who bitch about everything?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, then you like the show.
Like George Carlin.
That's my man.
Oh, yeah.
See, we're all on
That's
the
not
same
middle-aged
page.
guys. That's dead guys.
Yeah, but he's
Well,
still
dead now, but-
he lives in me.
But he bitched a
He will
lot.
always stay alive. That motherfucker's a genius.
Yes.
He was
Pure-
awesome. No, awesome.
Pure genius.
Wish I
Look,
could meet that man.
Really?
right.
Seriously? Because
Speaks-
he had the world figured out.
too much
sure
logic.
did.
Yep, he had it figured out a long time ago.
Seriously.
Yeah, he sure shit did. Love
Made
that
you
guy.
feel stupid when you would.
And made you laugh at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like me.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no, you're not. No. Yeah, exactly.
This is where the canned laughter comes into the show.
Put your laugh track in.
You're so funny. That's okay. It's fine. Crystal, why don't you tell us what got you started in this creative world? What sparked you to think I wanted to be this kind of person to dive into arts like you are?
Yeah, what decided to make me like a struggling, starving artist? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Because it's a beautiful
That's what
thing.
we all
What's
are,
up?
so.
Yeah, I mean, art is a pretty intense field, you know. Well, there's a lot. So, my aunt is named Darlan Flugel, and she was a famous actress and model, but her career got ended early, unfortunately, due to early onset Alzheimer's disease, which runs in my family. But I knew, like, she lived in Orlando, Florida when I was growing up, and I watched some of her movies, and I was very inspired, and I was like, wow, you know, that would be so cool to do. And I loved writing and drawing a lot, like my own stories and my own characters. I used to like live action RP with my friends.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
but I never really thought like I could be an actor or I could be on TV or this or that. That just like, I never just believed in myself enough to do something like that.
Sure.
So I went to college for neuroscience, and I was going to try to be a doctor. I wanted to be a neurologist.
Wow.
And then I kind of switched a little bit over to like physical therapy school and whatnot. But is this a psychedelic friendly podcast?
You can talk about whatever the fuck you
everything
want on this
friendly.
show.
It's Be
Perfect.
Yourself
Yeah.
podcast.
Perfect. Just wanted to check. So
The only thing we don't talk about on this show
Politics.
is politics.
Religion.
Yeah, and I don't care, but yeah, that's Sam's rules.
I care.
That's her
I don't want
rules.
to talk about politics.
Other than that, it's fair game. So if you want to talk about black guy penises, feel free.
you got it. That was next on my list.
Okay.
It's always on Aaron's list.
Yeah, it's always on Aaron's list. We're kind of wondering about him. But anyway.
I like beautiful things. I envy those things. It's,
Okay, well,
yeah,
that's
Okay,
not-
lumberjack.
it's like Mandalorian. You know, there's Mandalorian and then black guy penis. You know, they're a real close thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But
Okay.
continue.
So
Can't wait
I've
till we get
never
on that
seen one.
subject.
Mandalorian.
a black guy penis.
For those of you
Because
listening,
you have a
for the-
white guy one. But
for
anyway.
those of you listening at home,
Zoomy.
Aaron and Sam are in a relationship.
Obviously.
Oops.
I've seen way more than I ever
Oh my
wanted
god.
to.
Crystal, I'm so sorry. Okay, continue
No, it's
on.
okay.
You poor thing. I know.
I believe your question
You're
was,
very-
is it okay to talk off topic and about anything? And is there
Yeah.
any regulations here?
Sure.
No.
So
And we were like, let us punish you and show you.
I love it. No, I appreciate it. I love a good talk about black guy penises.
Unfortunately, we don't have any here, but I guess we'll talk about them.
We're working on it. We're working
Sad
on
day,
it.
very sad.
We are working on it. You're good.
No, but you take the go for it.
Floor is
girl.
yours, hon.
Like, yeah, floor is yours. Let's hear.
So, my aunt unfortunately passed away from her Alzheimer's and whatnot. So
How old
it's
was she,
very
if you don't mind me asking?
She was, here, let me double check. I should know this. She was like 43, I think. When she
Oh,
was
gosh.
super young.
Wow.
Holy cow.
early onset. So,
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Let's see how old exactly.
Is that something
I just
you
don't wanna
actually
quote it.
fear that like could happen?
Oh
to
yeah,
you?
no, I totally do. I totally fear that.
Yeah, because it is What do you call
Okay, I was going to say 63, but she was 64, so I'm glad I looked it up.
Okay.
Ooh, that's better than
60. Yeah, you said 43 at first. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know. I was like, holy fuck.
That's why I'm so off these days.
Yeah.
I know. Like,
She was 64 when
is
she
that what's
passed.
wrong with me? Okay.
And then I had my first mushroom trip. Right
after that?
Like around like the time, like within like a month span. So I had my first mushroom trip. I'm also very inspired. My most favorite actress in the whole world is Lena Headey. She plays Cersei in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Okay.
So I had this mushroom trip, and like I don't know, like a lot happened. I mean, that's a story for another time. But
Okay.
I mean, I saw myself chasing my dream and being who I really wanted to be, a creative, an artist, and an actor. And so that kind of like pushed me, I feel like, to be braver. You know, it pushed me to say, I realized how unhappy I was with what I was doing. Like, I realized I didn't want to go to med school. I didn't want to go to PT school. I didn't want to be an academic and work a 9 to 5. That just isn't me.
And you didn't realize that till you had already started on that journey?
Yeah, like it was a journey. It was a total journey.
Okay.
And so I went through that amazing, crazy journey. And then I also had a dream shortly after, and my aunt, and I'm not a religious person really, so but I'm a spiritual person, very spiritual person.
Same
so my
here.
aunt visited me in my dream, right? And she
Wow.
told me, she was like, you know, you can do it. You can act. Why not? You know, like she was like, I think you should try it. You should go for it. And so that day, basically, I woke up and I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to figure it out. So I reached out. I was living in Binghamton, New York at the time. Pretty, it's the town I grew up in. It's pretty, like, smallish city, I guess. Pretty far away from everything acting-wise. So
Where is that in New York? I'm just
it
curious.
is upstate, so it's an hour south of Syracuse. Do you
Okay.
know Syracuse?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I lived there. Not a lot going on there. But I did find some local film groups, and that's how I kind of got started. I emailed people. I was just like, hey, you know, I want to be an actor. How do I go about this? I started researching things online, and I went to some local film clubs. I made some cute little local shorts and stuff, and then I moved to Portland, and here I am doing bigger, more high-profile stuff and making my own things. I'm producing a SAG feature film right now that I'm going to start funding, where we already have about like $3,000 to our goal. We're looking for $15,000 to pay all the actors and crew fairly. We want to pay them well, especially if they're working during a pandemic.
Sure.
Yeah.
We want all of our safety guidelines to be SAG, so we want to pay for all of the proper equipment to make sure everyone is completely safe on set. You know, we would like to possibly even, I don't know how to look into this, but I would love to even pay for testing if we can, just
Right.
to make sure everyone's safe.
Gotcha.
Well, quick question though, for if you are going to do something that has to go for testing, because one of the things that they do in Hollywood and everything is they're testing every 3 days, basically the time frame it takes to get the results for most of the basic tests. Would that something that you'd want to chase, or would you be looking at trying to do within the 14-day parameter? What's your thoughts on that?
I was thinking, I mean, this is probably out of the realm of possibility for our project, but I was thinking it'd be really cool to have rapid tests on set, but I mean, that's probably only like big productions.
Yeah,
But maybe
ideally that would be great.
that would be great, yeah. Maybe like the 3-day testing. I mean,
Yeah.
what I can do if we can't like afford some sort of testing for, maybe I could just be like, hey, could everyone please get tested and quarantined for 3 days and get your results or something like that.
It's so hard right now because you can't, you can only ask for so much from people when it comes to this, because most people that are trying to do these kinds of things are not well off, especially in the indie world. So it's difficult to work around this COVID thing. It's been hard.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very challenging. Yeah. I mean, but we want to make it a safe experience.
Exactly.
We don't want to put anybody in danger.
Right.
So we're trying to figure out how to go about it. We're writing out COVID guidelines now, and I'm waiting to get in touch with a SAG rep to just ask more about the situation, how to handle that as a low budget project. We're currently pending ultra low budgets. So
Okay. And this is a feature, right? Is that the roll it? Is that the
Feature
one you're
film.
doing? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I think
I can talk about that too if you'd like.
I would love to hear about it.
we'd love
Yeah, I saw your artwork for it not too long ago.
Oh yeah, that poster. poster.
Yeah, your poster you put up, and I know you got a campaign and everything going on, so that's good. So with that feature in mind, if you guys are going out there, but when you hoping to film, what's your projected time frame?
2021.
Would anybody in your cast and crew be considering the vaccines that are coming out and being released right now? And if that is the case, is that an option for you guys? I'm just curious about that.
I would have to ask. That's a really good question. I haven't asked everybody on the cast and crew if they would consider that. I mean, I would like the vaccine at some point. I just want to give it to people who need it more, such as healthcare workers,
right.
Things like that. So I don't consider, and I'm also I'm not immunocompromised or anything, so I don't consider myself high priority.
Gotcha.
I'd rather give it to high priority folks.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's some people on the cast. I don't know if they would be considered high priority or not.
I wouldn't either. That's a good question too. That's
but
why I asked.
If they're old, I mean, you just assume if they're old, they're high priority.
If they're older, or if they have. If they have other things. Chuck, don't try to tell you. You're not high priority. So
God, no, I'm not high priority.
Okay, well, anyway.
I've been out in all the places everybody goes since the whole pandemic started. Between being an essential employee and stuff. I mean, I haven't stopped licking people since 2015.
He actually does lick people. So
he's a licker.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like a Resident Evil.
If I meet in person.
What's wrong with licking? I licked it. It's mine.
You're too
right?
funny. No, I'm just curious about.
It's mine. I love it.
I'm super curious about how this is all going to play out. Like,
oh yeah, me too.
With the vaccinations and whatnot. That's why I asked. I didn't know if that was something you guys were even considering yet. And it popped in my head the other day. I was like, yeah, this should go to all the essential people, but can anybody get this thing? Do we even know yet? Can you go out there and just stand in line and be like, I know I'm not essential, but I'm willing to get it?
None of us really know how that's going to play out because they don't even know how much they're going to be able to produce of it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right off the bat. They just know they're trying to target the people or get it to the people that need it the most, and that's the people that are right up with it all the time, every day. Frontline people and people that are obviously compromised.
Right.
And after that, I don't think anybody knows. I haven't heard anything. Mm-hmm. I've been looking. I haven't heard anything.
Well, one of my friends, she's a naval nurse doctor. I'm not sure, whatever it is that nurse right beneath the doctor is. I keep forgetting which letters involve the nurse right underneath the doctor. ARNP or something like that. But anyway.
RN?
ARNP?
Yeah.
RN, yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, her and a bunch of her coworkers were holding up their cards. They said first round done. So this is a multi-round vaccine.
Oh yeah,
it's not like
you
just get a
need
shot
more
and
than
you're
one.
done.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
no, you have to have more.
Means Aaron, you haven't been to the doctors in 42 years,
Pretty
so
much,
you're going to have to go there twice.
Yeah, you have to have.
And they're going to have to check my rectum too. They got to do that rectum thing. Yeah.
She said,
make sure that prostate's healthy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, I get it.
I just want someone to stick their finger up your butt.
No, I just want a healthy prostate.
That's all. That's a good excuse.
Can you check and see if all that red meat's been screwing me up yet?
I know. I just want a healthy prostate. That's it. I think that's what we all ask for: healthy prostates.
Okay,
right? That's it.
Okay. Can I shut his mic off now since we've heard enough about black dicks and healthy prostates?
And buttholes. Black buttholes.
Unfortunately,
mic off.
Unfortunately, once the recording gets started, you can't turn them off.
Yeah,
that's
you
damn
can turn
shame.
them down.
You're stuck with me, guys.
I'm sorry Crystal.
about that.
But you know what?
Really no, it's
that's
interesting.
A good point. Forgive me, Crystal. That's a good point. We need a little inner dialogue here, so that way you can just listen in and enjoy this for a minute. But maybe we should have a code word or something that we could say when Aaron's just gone too much or too far.
Thank you.
Maybe there's something that just kind of shuts him down for a minute. But I don't know what.
Try complimenting me once in a while.
Did you just say zucchini?
If you compliment me, I'll smile and I'll be happy. And
Crystal said zucchini is the word. So when we say zucchini, Aaron has to shut up for one whole entire minute.
Oh, is that the word of the day?
60 entire seconds, zucchini.
That's
our word.
But isn't that still talking about what he was talking about before, though? Big black?
It doesn't matter. So Crystal said zucchini, and I think it should be zucchini. So from now on, every podcast, if we say zucchini, you have to shut your mouth for 60 seconds.
Okay, that's kind of like...
implemented a rule.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks, Crystal.
Wait. Okay, I do this once in a while. I love to joke with Aaron. We've known each other forever. However, what he said in the middle of all the tirade of everybody else going off about what we should say was the fact that, if you guys pay me a compliment once in a while, you'll probably shut me up because I won't know what to say because I'll be...
It's untrue. That is, there's no truth to that whatsoever.
Okay, let's see how this works. So before we start rambling on to the next topic and everything, Aaron, I just want to let you know that you are truly an amazing storyteller.
Aw,
Oh, that is true. I can back that up.
Thanks, Chuck.
I feel like I can see.
What
how
about
that
me?
would- Yeah.
So now,
Thank you,
Crystal,
Sam.
let's talk about this modeling.
Oh, thank you, Sam.
Oh, modeling, sure. Yeah.
So what do you model? Cars?
No.
Boats?
I don't know anything about cars.
What kind of modeling do you do?
What's that?
What kind of modeling do you do?
I do a lot of photography type modeling. I've done runway modeling for Taste of Style. That was a cool runway event that was benefiting the Angel Hair Foundation for children with cancer to get wigs and stuff.
Wow, that's awesome.
So we did that runway thing. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. That was my first time ever. But for the most part, I've pretty much done a lot of behind the lens, just in front of the lens rather, and done a lot of cool different themes. I've done, if you look at my Instagram, there's a lot of cool little things. I love alternative and gothic culture a lot. I also love fantasy so much.
Yeah, I
I'm
saw
a
the
big
fantasy.
Lord of the Rings fan and a Game of Thrones fan.
Right.
And World of Warcraft, I actually have a huge World of Warcraft tattoo on my arm.
You fit the look too. You fit that really
thank
well.
you.
So
Yeah.
that's very
Appreciate
natural
that.
looking. I was looking at your stuff, and that's the one that hit me as the most. You portray the most of kind of that world, that look.
Thank you.
Very, very
It means
pretty.
a lot because that's my favorite.
Is it?
My goals someday is just to be on a huge fantasy production. If I could get on some sort of Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones-esque production, I'm happy with my life.
You made it. That's
Yeah.
your thing.
I made it, yeah.
That's
no,
cool.
Totally. You
Good for
totally,
you.
yeah.
That's funny because I was actually thinking of some storylines and stuff that we've been working on things, and there's a couple of time-specific type pieces. Mm-hmm. So my question for you is how long are your braces on for? Because there's certain things you just can't have on for film if it's not the right time setting. So
Yeah,
what?
that's...
Dude, if she was going to play wizard, she could have braces, bro.
I can't.
You can't have braces and be a wizard?
No, I cannot.
So how long are those suckers on for?
2 years more.
That's okay. You're still going to be young and beautiful, so
That's
it doesn't
true.
matter.
Thank
It's
you.
honestly that's nothing.
I used to be young and beautiful.
Yeah. Wow.
You still are, buddy.
Aw.
Dude, this is a moist
I
conversation we're
know
having
this is
today.
so mushy gushy.
This is a good one.
I
I
like
like
it.
it. I got complimented too. I'm still kind of chubby from it all.
Don't worry.
Zucchini?
Zucchini for sure,
Zucchini.
zucchini and then some. Zucchini the
I
fuck
forgot
up.
now. Zucchini.
Zucchini the fuck up. I love it.
So yeah. No, but you're very beautiful. You're very beautiful, and you have a unique look, which is very important nowadays because everything's been seen, everything's been done, and you have a look that's
true.
different than
Wow.
the average person, and it doesn't stand out when you're just the same old look. So you stand out. You have a unique look, and you're very beautiful. So that's
you.
the things going for you.
So sweet.
Yeah, you're gonna do things. I can
Aw.
tell. No, really, for real. I mean that.
Now all we need to do is take off your braces and your glasses, and you can fit a period
Oh,
piece.
stop
could
it
do
right
that.
now. No, she could with it.
Yeah, give her a big battle axe and she can kick some ass. That'd
Hey,
be badass.
I said
I'd love that
zucchini. I
shit.
do believe I said zucchini.
Yeah, I know. That was 60 seconds.
60 seconds. That
I
was
did
not
60 seconds.
60 seconds goes so fast. You
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
Especially on our
That's fine.
podcast.
Zucchini.
Dude, you can't
zucchini.
stack a
You don't add-
zucchinis.
you don't
can't
add
do
minutes
that.
to every
You can't do
zucchini.
that. You
That's
can't
not
do
fair.
that. Cheating. You can't triple check a zucchini.
Crystal, I don't know if you had a chance to listen to our show in the past. However, there's a lot of banter that goes on in the middle of an interview, so hopefully you understand and you're following along okay.
No, I'm
Triple
cool
stamp
with
on that.
that.
It's kind of like
Zucchini.
three friends
listened
sitting
to our
around
show.
and one. It's like
love it.
three friends converge on one person in a bar,
I know.
and they just all sit there and start talking. And next thing you know, it's like, am I even in this conversation anymore?
I know.
That is
Poor
a
thing.
very accurate description. I've totally listened to some of your stuff, and I totally get the vibes. I'm down with it. I don't know if you know. Do you know David Cho?
I don't.
He has a
We do?
podcast where he hangs out with all of his friends, and they
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Sometimes
have to
it's
check
it's
that
really
out.
cool. It's wild though. Trust me, it gets really, really, really wild.
See, I told you
it
guys,
got
we're-
canceled. It's not anywhere streaming anywhere. You have to pirate it. It's,
Oh,
okay.
shit. Wow. Okay.
it
no.
gets wild in there.
That's funny. That's fun. I love it. That's fun. I had a question though, and then I have a serious side about, especially the acting thing. I really like to know what that feels like for the actor. Being a director, I try to tap into what they have to go through. I figured this. I started to try to put more energy into acting in the films that we do, because if I'm going to ask an actor to do something, I better know what it feels like to do it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So what motivates you as an actor? Like when you go out there on set and stuff, where do you pull your energy from?
Well, I use several, so I like to call, I mean, I didn't coin this, but there's like an actor's toolkit or what have you, actors, whatever you want to call it. So I use different techniques. Like I love Stella Adler. I love using my imagination. So we have our given circumstances on our set. You know, we're this character, we're in the scene with these characters, we're at this place. So oftentimes when you're on a set and the camera's facing you, you know, there could just be like whatever in the background. So that's where your imagination comes in, and you need to completely design wherever the heck it is you are. If you're in your house, you need to remember where every piece of furniture, every piece of whatever is, you need to completely be there. You need to live that set, and then you will be immersed in that set. And also, like, I've used a little bit of Lee Strasberg, so he likes to use past experiences, which can be kind of, you know, a little hairy, especially because I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So sometimes if I use those past experiences, it's not easy for me to turn that off.
Okay, got it.
So I like using Stella Adler, and I like using my imagination. So I always do my homework even before an audition, and I pick apart that scene completely. I pick apart that character completely. And I think, you know, what are my goals? Where am I coming from? Where am I going? What are my obstacles? You know, what do I want? Mm-hmm. You know, just for the scene, what do I want out of like my life? You know, I think, who is this character to me? I try to like flesh out a relationship between them, create that backstory too. That backstory is super important.
Correct.
And I can basically, I gather my emotions really delving deep into that character and using my imagination.
Now, do you go into it and pick apart based on your connection with the character, or does that have any play? Or do you challenge yourself to go elsewhere and try other things that you may not connect with?
So sometimes, so basically when you're playing a character, you're playing it, you have your own, like, you're playing it as you would play it. You know, right. I wouldn't play a character the same way you'd play it.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm still in there somewhere, you know. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, if I have to be really happy, and I'm that character, I might even bring a little bit of my own personal stuff into it, and think of something that I'm trying to stray away from actual memories and stray away from the Lee Strasberg method and stick more towards like imagination with like Stella Adler. Mm-hmm. So I might think of something that'll bring me immense joy.
Like black penises.
Yes, exactly. So I think of like, you know, maybe I'm
zucchini.
But I also
he's zucchini'd himself.
I use a lot of sense memory. So if I need to like feel just like a pure joyous moment, I'll close my eyes and like smell some truffle pasta and be like, that is some good pasta.
So you can pull joy from a, you know, that type of thing as opposed to like a memory? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you can pull joy to whatever like brings you, especially if you have really strong senses, and you it's a muscle that you have to train every day. So I challenge you to, when you're eating dinner, if you're eating something you absolutely love, whatever it is, like really close your eyes and like smell, just take it in, smell it, taste it, just get to know that food or snack or whatever like the best you can, and like maybe that can bring up some happy feelings. Or if you're out in the sun and you just love the way the sun's hitting your face and you're just like, I just need to like take that in, and that helps you really like build a set, because like when you're there and like you need to like feel and see, like I said, you have to completely envision that room you're in, you know, because like you might just see camera equipment and camera people, and you know that's not immersive, but you have to like take that away. And
so you're one of those people that's super connected to your atmosphere, like almost like a hippie person. Like, are you a tree hugger? Okay.
I'm a tree hugger. Totally.
Okay, that's how I imagined you.
I hugged a tree before I cut it down and build something with it.
Okay, so stop it right now. That's not what we're talking about.
I'm sorry. It's just talking
tree
real.
Huggers don't cut trees down. But anyways, no, but I was thinking, because that's a lot like a hippie thing to do, is to be one with your atmosphere. That's what they talk about, and that's what they do, and you sound a lot kind of like that. So I was curious if you identify with that group of people and they're thinking about the atmosphere and becoming one with your atmosphere.
Sure, totally. I mean, if I die, I want to be planted into a tree, you know, and become
Okay.
one.
Yeah, it's like your brother.
My brother.
Yeah, it's just like her brother who passed
your
away.
brother. Oh,
Yeah.
Brother. Yeah, he passed away. He January of 2019, but he wanted to be involved in the human compost thing that they had just started it before he passed away, and he didn't get a chance to kind of get into that because it wasn't ready yet when he passed away.
Yeah.
But he really wanted to do that. And that was he was such a hippie guy. Like, he wanted to be a part of the earth and kind of the regrowth of new things and new life.
Totally.
And yeah.
Yeah,
so.
he'd come walking outside in the rain with no socks or shoes on. And I'm out there smoking a cigarette. I'm like, dude, you ain't got no socks, shoes on. He's like, oh, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's not fine. Your feet.
Yeah, I would be a little cold.
No, very earthly
Yeah,
kid.
he was a badass that way.
And I like the fact that how immersed she gets into the situation as far as, like, you know, smelling and
That's
touching
what I was
and
gonna say.
tasting
that. I
everything,
love
which
that.
goes back to me licking people. I mean, it's just kind of all
It doesn't really have to
interconnects.
lead to that, but
It is an
I also
interesting
use
point.
my muscles too. My muscle memory, like I can make my face cinch up a certain way and make myself cry on cue. Like,
can you really?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
That's
gotta fucking
impressive
teach
as
me
hell.
that.
Yeah, that's
you got to
badass.
teach us all that.
I don't even like it's
Is there-
wild. It took a lot of practice. Like I used to use a lot of thoughts to cry. Like, there was a time where I did use memories, which I don't really anymore. I've kind of like abolished that. So like I would use like really terrible memories to make myself cry. Not fun, not great. And then there was like sometimes I'll use memories I'll use experiences that I envision that could possibly happen that like maybe, but that's kind of like using fears almost, like using stuff
Sort
that
of,
you
yeah.
don't want to happen. So that can be helpful. Also, if like you kind of tie it into your character and less into your personal life. I mean, it's all just like stretching a muscle and like working that muscle out and figuring out which works for you, and what worked for you before might evolve. You know, you might evolve into a better technique. So
Well, your emotions are always ebb and flowing. Like, you know, you have different, days where you're very emotional and days where you're very not. So I find it really hard. Like, it's so impressive to me when someone can cry on cue, because Aaron wanted me to in one of the movies and I had the hardest time. I tried to do music because a lot of times certain songs will make me cry. But even then, great. When I'm on, like, when the pressure's on and I'm on the spot or whatever, I buckle under pressure basically. So I couldn't do it. I could not do it, but there was so much pressure, I guess, for me to do it, to pull it off.
Yeah. Pressure can be tough, and I think that's where it comes in, where you just like practice. And I've been doing this for like 3 years now, so I just like.
Were you able to let that pressure go?
Oh yeah, I just kind of, like I said, I just immerse myself so much in the set that the pressure's not there, because like the camera people and all those people aren't like there. You know what I mean? Like they're there but not there. You know what I mean?
Like you become the character almost.
Yeah,
like, yeah,
definitely.
Okay,
definitely.
okay. Do you have to prepare for that?
What's that?
Do you have to prepare for that before you even get there, or even?
Totally.
Okay, so like during the day, like you're getting ready for your day, you start there. Like when you wake up, you just start.
Yeah, and I mean, like for example, you've got like a script, you've got a story, and like you've got to do a lot of homework to get there. Like you have to like dig into that character and find out what really makes them tick. But like it's like you as the character, so you're still there. So,
Crazy.
but I mean, there's a lot of work to be done going through that script, doing all the like scene study. I take scene study classes, and like I love character analysis. I mean, I've always been a huge character person. Like when I was a little girl, I created my own characters and I became them. You know, so it's something I've just been not even knowing that I've been an actor for as long as I have. Like as a little kid, like I acted and didn't realize what I was doing at all. So
yeah, pretend friends.
It's called making people like you.
Don't pretend friends. I had them.
That's why we act.
Lots of people liked me back then.
Well, and the other thing that's funny too is like, listening to you about how you analyze everything and how you delve yourself into so many things and all the different things of the people you talk to within the industry. Doesn't matter how popular or how respected or how much they've done, to the lowest of the independent filmmakers. We're just all a big old group of nerds.
We are nerds.
Yeah, we are. I'm
for
a
the
giant
most part.
nerd.
Well, she made an interesting point earlier about the senses using, and I think we take those for granted quite a bit. I never thought of that when I was out there trying to portray a character. You know what I mean? So that was an interesting point you made. Like I usually would sit there and try to imagine and use my imagination.
Imagination's great tool.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
It is. But you know, if you want to be happy, we're trying to think of those thoughts that we have, like you said earlier, to tie into something that's personal to you that makes you feel good. But you're right. What if you could just smell,
Tying in the senses.
or really just close your eyes and listen to things, and you could find it. I've never done that.
No.
I've never tried that. I never have.
I have, but I never thought of it in that way, and
Right?
I think she's brilliant for that way.
That's
Like
fucking brilliant.
you are, like that's an amazing idea and something people should really try is to tap into all of that
Yeah.
because you do have so many senses.
Yeah.
that you
I
can
have
tap
this
into.
soft blanket here, right? It's super soft. Like if I want to, I can just feel that, you know what I mean, without actually feeling. Like just
Right,
think
makes
about
you feel
having that
good.
soft blanket in between your hands.
And
Yeah.
really and focus on it.
Well,
Wow.
which is funny because like when
That's
we
cool.
were making the Outrider, I'm going to self plug here for a minute. When we were making the Outrider, I totally did that because here I was thinking of I was playing a Pastor Paul, and Aaron's character was this drunk, just crap talking
I pretty
private
much
eye.
I played myself, so it's
And
fine.
so that's what I did. I focused
you
on
didn't.
I focused on the smell of the stale cigarettes and the bourbon on his breath. And that's what I focused on. And luckily
Excellent.
he almost always came to set smelling of those
Just
things.
that
So
way.
it really made it
Just
easy
exactly
for me
that way.
to
Cigarettes and bourbon. Pegged it.
I love you, buddy. I'm just messing. He didn't smell of bourbon, but the cigarettes smell stuck there. But that's true though, because I did use that. Because every time I got
Fantastic.
ever since I quit smoking, 6-7 years ago now.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since I quit smoking.
Great.
I smoked like a chimney for years, but after somebody firstly smokes and comes in, and I can smell it coming off their clothes or out of their breath, it's just like, oh.
It's brutal.
But I did use that when we were making that movie.
Thanks.
I remember there was times where it's like I'm standing right next to Aaron, and he's like, we're throwing our lines, and I'm like, I almost had facial expressions like a pastor trying to maintain and do the
Right.
right thing. It's like,
Perfect.
no, this is a good
Yeah.
person.
But it brought you to a certain spot.
But it brought you to that
Yeah,
place.
it brought
You
it to
smelled
that feeling.
it.
But here's the funny thing is, I never thought of it like that
Right.
until it just
It's-
came out of her
until she
mouth.
said
No,
it. That's what I'm
why
saying.
she's so
You had an
smart.
aha moment.
Yeah, man. We take it for granted.
I call
That's
them
what I'm
ooh-hoo
saying.
moments. I don't do aha, I do ooh-hoo.
Okay, well, you're giving us oohoos and ahas.
Yeah.
So
Which
wait a
is
second,
good.
where do you live?
Oh, where do I live? I live in Portland.
Okay,
Portland,
Still
North
in
Carolina.
say Oregon.
Only
yeah.
a 3-hour drive. We'll see you soon.
I was just in Oregon.
Oh, yeah, no, I would love to. I'm actually going to be in Seattle January 9th. My manager, Alexi, we're going to do a little promo
Yeah.
photo shoot for her short film. So
That's cool.
Awesome.
I would
I'm
love
busy
to,
that day.
Alexi's a badass too.
sometime.
She is a badass. We talk to her a lot. I
Yeah.
love Alexi.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the great characters you send me.
Characters or people?
The people
That
that
play
happen to be
characters.
characters.
They're characters and they're
cartoon
people,
character.
and they're great.
They
No,
all have characters. Yeah. Yes, they do. They do.
Yeah, she's a very inspiring person.
Yeah, and she has a lot of great
I'm
talent.
connected.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow.
Maybe,
Yeah,
we
good.
can maybe we can get a group rate.
Group
Oh,
way
stop
for
it,
what?
for-
We're not
for
even.
Alexi.
Yeah, we're not. She already gives us the group. Like,
We'll get to talk to all her actresses and
Well, I
actors
know, but I mean,
and
if
everybody
we
that's
decide
talented.
we want some type of representation, then
Just
okay, don't fill my glass up anymore. I'm going back to water.
Yeah, you need to just
no
chill
more
out.
for
Go back to
you.
water. I was like, stop, cut me off, cut me off.
No,
So do you-
Lexi's great though. I am glad that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's a rock star.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
she
lucky
is.
to
She's
have
straight
that,
badass.
that connection with her
To do what?
to get us some really amazing guests so
Yeah,
far.
it's fun talking to everybody.
Yeah,
Um,
Joyce is awesome. I listened to your
Yes.
podcast with Joyce. She's
great.
fantastic.
Oh,
She's
that
so
lady's
fun.
So cool.
So
Yeah.
fun.
She's a
I
beautiful
love
lady.
her book. She's so unique.
I
Yes.
know. Yes.
She really
yeah,
is.
like I was saying about you. Same thing. Just beautiful.
Aw.
Yeah.
Alexi knows how to pick them.
She does. No kidding.
Yeah.
So I had a question then. So you're doing the acting thing, and you use your senses like you said you did to get yourself into that moment. Do you have to do that with photography? Do you have to do it with modeling?
I do. Actually,
Okay.
I'm so glad you asked that because I was going to mention when I'm modeling, I'm not just a model. I'm an actor. I bring the actor to the
Right.
shoot.
Right.
I create that character that I'm playing.
And that's
For
where
example,
you pull off those looks.
On my Instagram, I just did a shoot in Syracuse, New York, when I was visiting family with my friend Brian. He owns a company called Silent Portraits.
Okay.
He's so talented. So I was basically playing like a very goth like character, and it was like a really cool, moody, dark and moody portraiture. Essentially, kind of has a little bit of a Victorian vibe to it.
Okay, I think I know which one
and
you're talking about now.
He was giving me some direction, and he was like, "Oh, I want you to look a little sad for these shots, you know? Like, I want to get that, like, really dreary vibe." So it was kind of wild, actually. I kind of realized how good I've gotten with my muscles. because I initially put my face into, like, I did something with I don't even know how to describe it. It just happened. So I did some stuff with my muscles, and, like, I realized I was starting to tear up, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck up my makeup. Like, no, I gotta pull it back. I had to give myself, like, some deep breath to be like, I can't get that sad.
You were there, though.
Wow.
That's amazing, like, quality to be able to do that, something like that. That's incredible.
It is. It really is. It's not easy to do. I've tried to do it. It's not fucking easy to do.
Too.
Yeah, it's hard as fuck.
Tough. I spent a lot of my life crying. What can I say? No,
yeah, but that's for good reason. I mean, now you're trying to fake a cry. It's faking a cry.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's not really faking it.
That's
being able to tap into. It's being able to tap into that emotion for yourself.
Yeah, because if you fake it, the audience is going to know.
Right,
you just gotta tap into it and bring it out.
So that brings up another point then. So if you're like a super good actor and you can do these things, how does anybody ever believe you in real life?
Right?
My wife has accused me of that.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
She says, you're a good actor. How the fuck do I know you're not lying to me?
Are you messing
Exactly.
with me? Right.
Yeah. Like if you really are heartbroken
and a good liar to be to be a really good actor, you have to be a really good liar. I mean, that's just the truth. I mean, it is.
But like she's saying,
you have to be able to.
Yeah, to do it. That's how I looked at it. But she's saying something different. Crystal's kind of saying it is real. She's tapping into something and using something to make this situation relatable to that emotion she had previously somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can do that in the moment like that, why couldn't you do that like with your significant other or someone you meet at, you know what I'm saying?
You probably could if you wanted to.
It's
I guess
really
that's
tricky.
A really more real way of expression, I guess.
It's weird.
More, like the way you said it, it's less fake, definitely. The way you're describing how tapping into stuff, as opposed to just faking it, which, like you said, everyone out there will be able to see that.
Yeah.
As an actor, you never, ever, ever want to get caught acting. Like, forget the acting part, just being. Like I said before, like, I went to college for neuroscience. I started out in psychology. Acting is really just the psychology of entertainment, and you're tapping into all of those deep feelings. And the thing is, I've learned not to let my feelings bottle, because, like, as an actor, I need to be readily able to show them, like, I can't bottle them up. I gotta take those walls down. Like, even in normal life, even as Crystal Loverro, like, I am very emotional. Like, if I'm sad, I don't try to hide it. It's just, like, comes out, and it's just, like, it's kind of just, like, the life of an actor, you're just wearing those emotions on your sleeve.
And when you're comfortable with your emotions like that, when you come to a place where you can be, I'm sure it's a lot easier to pull from that when you're trying to portray a certain emotion in acting. Mm-hmm. Am I wrong?
No, totally. Or you're not wrong, is what I'm saying.
No,
you're totally wrong. It's...
was I clear? Did I make sense there?
What you said makes sense.
Yeah,
okay. She's trying to agree with you that you are not wrong.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So, like, you just have to become comfortable with those emotions. And a lot of people, like, in society kind of tell you to, like, hide your emotions, don't cry, don't be a baby, whatever, like they say. Mm-hmm. Like, you just can't, you can't be embarrassed, If you need to cry, screw it, So it's just a matter of taking all those walls down, and
not being shamed, not feeling this shame towards those emotions.
Yeah,
it's actually funny talking about that, because I'm thinking back to when we were doing auditions.
Okay.
And one of the things when we did auditions for our last movie was we were all going to audition no matter what. Doesn't matter that Aaron wrote the movie and Sam he wanted Sam to play a major part in the movie, wanted me to be a major part in the movie. We're still going to audition for everybody,
right?
And so the auditions were held, and we're the production company, which is Aaron, Sam, and I, and my wife. We're all sitting there doing all the stuff for the auditions. Well, it came time for me to do my audition. I needed about 20 minutes so I could make myself emotional, because I wanted to pull off the audition to where I could show the emotion behind the audition.
Correct.
I feel that.
He didn't want to lose the part.
The problem.
I'm trying to get you guys some tears. I don't know if you can see them or not.
Well, listen to the story. Then.
Oh, yes.
It's
look
water.
At that.
Look at you.
You really know shit can do that. Oh, my God. That's
As we're talking, I was just, like, doing stuff with my muscles to try to get myself to cry while I'm listening.
Crazy.
That's fucking weird.
That's crazy.
Dude, that's some
hilarious.
Games of Thrones witch shit right there. Did you see that?
No, that is cool. Oh, a wizard, not a witch.
Oh, okay, wizard
a
stuff.
wizard.
But not with the braces.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
She's still crying, though.
Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
It's,
I just
okay.
wanted
No,
to-
that's
It's an emotional.
cool.
It's an emotional
Please,
story.
yes.
But
No,
no, that's
that's
what I was
cool.
doing. I was actually going through, and I had an earbud in because I was listening to certain songs that I know make me feel emotional. And that was the problem, is because of the buildup of all the day of dealing with everybody doing their auditions first was my mistake. Because I'm walking around the house listening to certain songs, trying to get myself in that position, and people are walking up to me going, "Chuck, it's been a great day. It's okay. What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Fuck, why did you talk to me? You just screwed up my whole process."
Because you can't get in that zone. Stay in
Yeah,
that
and I
zone.
never
Oh,
did.
yeah.
I actually I don't think I ended up doing an audition.
See, I don't.
No, you didn't.
And
No.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I don't identify with any of that kind of thing. Like, we had an actress, and she's amazing, and she really pulled off her character like crazy impressively good. And I don't think I'm super good at acting, but
She
I mean,
drags herself down too much.
okay, but they
Segue.
say differently. But
Everyone's
I don't
the worst
really.
critic.
Well, I don't give myself a whole lot of credit for my acting. I just do what I'm told to do and whatever I think is going to make people happy, and that's it. I don't prepare. I don't, like all the stuff that you say, like. I think that stuff is really a gift that you have to be able to do that and to be able to tap into that stuff. And I mean, it's the extra mile that you go. That's like the difference between, someone who deserves to be paid. Like, you deserve to be really paid for what you do because you put so much into it.
You're going to make me cry.
But is she really crying?
No, seriously, I'm still tearing up. I got to,
No,
bring
honestly-
myself back.
Honestly,
Hey, man,
though,
be careful.
like
We got
the
low
work,
budgets.
The work that you're what you're willing to do and the work that you're willing to put into your character, I believe is it's almost priceless, I think.
Right.
And like, when you're if I was thinking about making a movie and I was thinking about a character I wanted somebody to play, I would absolutely pick you. You'd be my first choice because you put so much into portraying a character, and I would want that as opposed to, like, say, me, who just goes on the fly and just like, tell me what to say and I say it and whatever, and I try to just kind of
wing it.
Yeah, I would totally wing it. But there's a magic that someone like you brings to a movie or even a play or whatever you're doing because of what you do, and actually there's actually work that is put into that. It's amazing. It's impressive and inspiring.
And that's that talent they have. That's
Yeah.
the gift they have. Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
I mean, it's true. It's very true.
Well, it's funny. In the excitement that she has and the things that she's been talking about for the last, I don't know, almost hour now.
Oh, yeah.
But the way she, how we have those rules, like, twice.
Yeah, goosebumps.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
You get the goosebumps a couple of times. I mean, I'll tell you what, when we had auditions, if two of us got goosebumps during the auditions, guess what?
They
That
were,
person got the
it.
part.
They were it.
Yeah.
So this is
Well,
just
hey,
conversations, and we're getting.
I know, like you're goosebumping us. Like, we're gonna.
Oh.
You are. It's cool.
Well, hey, if
It's
you're ever
really cool.
holding auditions, a redhead with braces.
We know where she's at.
Yeah.
How do you feel about a little background filling? Because there's a couple things coming up that we're working on that might need some extra people.
I mean,
So I don't normally do extra work just because, and I have all utmost respect for extras because they help bring a production together. It's just that it's not, my jurisdiction. I feel like extras and actors are pretty separate. I pretty much, when I go to a set, I pretty much only do, the acting part. Even if it's, a few lines, I'm fine with that. I just pretty much do just the acting work. Mm-hmm. I just try not to, because, in acting sometimes, or in the entertainment industry, you don't want to, it's good to learn all aspects of all things, but I just kind of like to specialize.
you don't have to explain yourself. You go, Queen.
Oh,
You just do what you're.
You know what? Actually, you know what I was thinking of?
Wait,
I'm actually
wait.
thinking of the diner scene and a girl who's watching all this transpire right behind them as they're sitting there watching.
Oh, I know what you're
So
trying
it's
to
like
do.
another girl from the school.
I got you.
Yeah.
I know what
Yeah.
you're saying. I know what you're saying.
I'm just
But
like,
she's saying that,
Guys make
she's a
movies.
queen, and so
She
if you
wants
don't
to
have a
get
heart
a-
for a queen, and that's, you know what?
yo, I got
love
lots
you.
of princesses
You go,
in my
girl.
life.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with
No.
being specific to your craft.
Nope.
Yes,
Not at
no,
all.
I
and
appreciate
that's you're gonna
that.
Not at
because
all.
that's how you're gonna
That's how you move
be
forward.
happy. That's how you're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
If you're,
I
not-
definitely feel like this is the start to a friendship with each and every one of you. You all
Aw.
are
That's
very
sweet.
and beautiful people.
Oh, thank you.
Well, it's, being serious, you're expressing things here that are genuine.
Yeah.
putting yourself out there, and that's what I think is important. That's why I act like myself on this show. You know, I'm not fucking faking.
He really
it.
is like
No.
this.
Yes, I am every day.
Unfortunately,
zucchini. Anyway,
You zucchini'd yourself.
he zucchini'd himself twice. That's why I love it.
And I
so
almost
much.
spit fucking water out of my nose.
but just to be real with you, I think it's great that you stick with what you believe
Thank you.
in. Like, you want to be this specific type of artist, right?
Yeah.
You don't settle.
You're so true to
You
yourself.
don't fucking
It's
settle.
Awesome.
Yeah, and there's
we love
nothing
you.
wrong with that. You know, sometimes it can come across wrong. There's a genuine feeling, I think, when somebody wants to help, and they'll do whatever they have to do to help, just to help.
Yeah.
Because they like what someone's doing. And then there's another part of most people that they deny, which is that part of, I just want to be that person. I want to make it this way. And there's nothing wrong with either way.
No.
There is nothing wrong. And sometimes I think we've got people that do judgmental calls on people like that. And that's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
That's
because
not fair. I
you
get
definitely have every right to go, look, I want to be a lead, or I want to be, you know, this side character, but I have a speaking role in this film that makes a point in this story that's being told. Not just some Joe Blow walking by walking his dog. I don't want to be that person.
Sure.
And there's nothing fucking
Yeah.
wrong with that. So good for you.
No.
That
yes,
being said, though,
definitely
you
good for
all
you.
are lovely people, and I'm happy to help you.
Thank
Like,
you
and-
so much.
Oh,
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. Does anybody
cool.
stand out more
Wait
than
a
the other
second,
here
what?
on video?
What's that?
Anybody else stand out more than the other on video here?
I think you all stand out in your own beautiful way, honestly. I
She's
did
not
see
dumb.
Asshole first, though, because his name was Asshole, and I was like,
Right? Because he is an asshole, but I mean, that's just why.
Yeah, starts with an A. It's the beginning of the
That's
alphabet.
hilarious.
I know. It's triple A, Ron.
Hey, Rob. Oh, I love me some-
No, but while you're
great,
complimenting
Crystal's great.
us, I would like to compliment you on the person that you actually are, because that's amazing that you can do and stick up. Just be an advocate for yourself and just say, this is who I am. And you're not the type of person that is like judgmental, or I can tell you're very humble. I can tell you don't judge people or anything. You don't think you're higher than anybody, but you have a standard.
Definitely try not to.
You have a standard, though. And
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
badass.
a lot of people cannot do. They either put themselves above people, or they just don't have enough, confidence in themselves. But you actually have a standard, and that is amazing, because a lot of people can't pull that off. So go,
Yes.
you. That's awesome.
Took me a long time to get here,
Yes,
actually. I spent
it's
a lot
hard.
of my life hating myself, complete self-loathing, no confidence whatsoever. I got exploited. Even starting out acting, I've had some people really take advantage of me,
I don't know.
And I never really felt confident in anything until I became an actor. I was like, that's my thing. If I don't believe in myself in any other regard, that is my thing. I own that. That is the one thing I say. I'm doing that, and no one can take that from me.
Good
I mean,
for
it's
you.
the one thing that helps me with my disabilities. So having the extreme PTSD that I do, I have panic attacks and flashbacks very often, and they definitely affect my ability to live a normal life. But when I'm acting, I throw that aside, and that acting becomes my number one. It's just, I immerse myself away from those things.
How are you able to do that?
Honestly, it's a miracle. Like,
Yeah.
I found
Wow.
I don't want to say the cure, because I still struggle immensely, but it's just the one thing that helps me forget. It helps me.
That's good.
So that's the one area where you're able to separate and kind of put that on the back burner and do what you shine doing, what you're magic doing. That's
Yep,
cool. That's really cool.
It's the love of my life, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's
like
just
medication
that
without
thing.
being actual medication.
It's her vaccine.
Yeah.
It's therapy
It
to
is.
me. It's
Yeah.
therapy. It really is.
So we
Therapeutic.
did actually read on your profile how you mentioned disability, and we wanted to ask, but that's always a tough subject. So I'm glad that you brought it up because we were wondering, honestly, looking at you, hearing you, it's like, what's your? We wanted to know. We were curious, but so I'm glad you brought that up, and that you're. I'm glad that you said that because that was
I
one
wear
of
it
the
proudly
questions.
because you know what?
Good
There
for
are
you.
a lot of people who tell themselves, I can't do this because I'm disabled. No, I'm not doing that. And I'm going to tell other people, do not let your disabilities define you. Do not let them tell you can't do things.
That's so inspiring. That's so cool because most people will either shy away from, they'll shy away from it and they won't mention it because they're embarrassed or they're shamed or whatever.
Yeah.
And you actually give people the courage to actually say, hey, you know, this is my disability or this is my hardship or whatever, and I can work through this and so can you. That's cool. That's amazing.
Thanks.
That is cool.
Also, I'm blind in my right eye since birth.
Like completely?
Yep. I have a genetic condition called septo-optic dysplasia.
Oh, wow.
My nerve never developed is basically what that means.
Wow. Can you drive?
My left eye, I've always had some vision issues. I've had glasses since I was really young. I had a spontaneous retinal detachment a few months ago and had to go into emergency surgery.
Oh,
the next
wow.
day.
Jeez.
Can you drive a car or things like that?
I just got approved to drive again yesterday, luckily.
Good for you.
But it took a while. I still have scarring on my eyes, and if you look at some of my photos, like after surgery, my eyes are different sizes, and like there's a lot of redness. But I'm supposed to make a full recovery. I went to the eye doctor yesterday, and they said my eye's looking a lot better. Like I still have fluid in it, so I still have some weird visual symptoms sometimes. Like sometimes it looks like I'm looking at TV static. It's a little weird.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah,
do you get that kind
the
of
aura?
thing? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like having a migraine, but without the migraine.
Got you.
My disabilities, like I have visual disabilities as well, but they're getting better. You know, like I'm supposed to make a full recovery from that surgery, and then my right eye is that's a goner. But I just got to protect the left. That's why I wear glasses too. Is like that because I have contacts, but that extra protection is good.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, you know what? You would never know looking at you if you'd ever said anything. You would never know you had a disability because you actually overcome that disability. Yeah. You wear it so well. You really can't even tell. Yeah, so good for you.
Fucking fighter, man.
You're amazing.
Seriously,
We're your biggest fan.
Yeah,
we love you.
Crystal, I want to ask you a question. What would you charge me to be Sam's acting coach? Because Sam hates acting. But she's a good actor.
I don't like it.
But listening to you, you inspire her.
Coach?
Yeah. You
are inspiring to me.
Sorry. Yeah. I don't know where you are on where I'm at on your screen. Are you under me here or are you over here? I don't know where you're at.
I know.
You're over there.
Here.
You're over there?
Yeah.
Where am I? Where are you?
You would want me to coach though?
Where's Sam? Chuck on your screen?
Sam hates acting even though she's good at it.
Yeah, she can't find that. She can't find that place.
They want me to like it. I don't like it.
She can't find the zen.
She can't find that spot.
When it comes, it's all stressful and usually involves a lot of alcohol before she starts.
A lot of alcohol, like sometimes a whole bottle.
Opposite of me, I love it. And she's like, I hate it.
Yes,
I hate it.
She only does it because we ask her.
I'm a writer. I love writing.
Yeah.
I can write all day long, all night long.
I wish I could write more. Like, I like writing, but I just get such a writer's block, or I, lose my train of thought. It's just not as easy.
Smell. You need to smell more.
Yeah, go smell something. Or, you know what?
Yes.
Try licking.
Seriously. It would help.
Licking help.
Lick it and see it.
Lick it, and it
use all your senses.
I'm going to actually try that, though.
Reach out.
No, I am going to try it, too, because
somebody.
I'm interested.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Hey, creepy Chuck, no,
I'm sorry,
you don't
creepy.
need to.
That's okay.
Let's not.
Creepy Chuck.
So
I hope I've given you some insight on things.
Oh my gosh, you've given us so much.
No,
like,
Crystal,
this is not going to be...
This
is not the end of this podcast.
No, I know. I want to know more about the movie that you're trying to get ready. The feature we talked about, the Roll It.
Yeah.
What's that movie about? What can you tell us about it without spoiling anything?
It is very much a female-driven film. We love our women in film. So we've got two girls who are looking to make their first film, right? You know, we all remember our first film, right? So they're making their first film. They're also stoners. It's a stoner-driven. I would say it's not. It's a dark comedy, but it has thriller elements as well. So you've got two women who are really good friends. They're making their first film. They've got other friends too. I'm actually playing their friend Melissa, who they have chosen. They want to be the set makeup artist, and they also want to be the lead in the film too. And Melissa cannot act. Not me, so Melissa's. I'm going to be playing a bad actor.
Okay.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Fun.
I can't wait to see this.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm just going to be like, I don't even.
I'm dying to see you play a bad actor.
Oh, I can't wait! I'm so excited. So Melissa, she's their fun little friend. She's their stoner friend. She can't even do makeup, and they want her to do makeup, and they want her to act, and she can't do either. So it's like.
Kind of sounds like my life. You want me to act? I can't. Sorry.
So they're holding auditions, right, for this film that they're making, and they're trying to cast their lead guy. And so we've got this actor auditioning for them who's a total creep. He's the one of the main characters, actually.
Aaron, you could play that.
And they decide not to cast him, and he starts stalking them.
Gotcha. Sounds like me.
That sounds like you now. It was Aaron, now it's Jen.
So dark comedy thriller.
Totally dark comedy thriller. It gets dark, I'm telling you.
Oh, I believe it.
So, and it's actually inspired by true events, too.
Really?
Oh, that's creepy.
In the Portland film community. It's not my story. It's the writer/director's story.
Cool.
But it's inspired. It's not like a complete clone of his story. It's just inspired by.
I like inspired by stories, though. Those are always the best. I don't know why, but.
And you're helping produce this, or are you producing? Is that what you said?
I am the signatory producer, so I'm doing all the SAG stuff. I'm dealing with SAG directly. I'm also gonna, as of yesterday, we decided that I'm going to be the assistant director too on set.
Cool.
So I'm going to be handling the scheduling, scheduling, all the extras, blah blah blah, all the fun, technical stuff. So.
In other words, she's doing all the work for the director.
Yeah, I know what a
You're like a multi-talent. How, if you don't mind me asking, I know you're not supposed to ask women this, but how old are you?
25.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Is that really? Are you really?
Yeah, I'm 25. No, that's true.
Oh my god!
I told you it's creepy.
She put it on.
Girl, you make me look bad. I'm all kinds of 41.
You do not look 41.
She does not look 41.
But I am not even you are you got it going on, girl. You're going places because you're like miles ahead of my thinking and the things that you figured out. And you're only 25. That's crazy. I'm impressed. I'm so impressed.
I feel so late to the party, so I'm like,
you must be an old soul.
Oh, thanks.
Wait a second. She was studying to be a neurosurgeon, and she threw it all away to be an actor.
Yeah.
You know what?
Of course she's smart.
Okay, I was waiting for that. I was like, you better not say what.
That is the shit.
It's awesome. I love it. I just love it.
This is the first movie you produced, by the way?
I've produced some and I say produce very lightly because they were very short films, pretty easy. I did produce a horror film that's in post-production right now called Charlie. I actually did do some work on that. I was on set and helping out a lot. And I was also a lead in that, but
cool.
And I helped put it together, just lock down things with scheduling and things like that. So I produced that, and then I produced just some short films that were really small cast stuff, just friends kind of making stuff. But basically the first two films that I've produced that were kind of larger sets and more is that Charlie film, and then Rolla is going to be my second one, bigger thing.
That's great, Crystal.
What was it that made you guys decide to go with SAG to push it for actually being a SAG film?
Well, the character who's the stalker, we could not find anybody that just had the right vibes, basically. So we basically found an actor. The only actor we could find that fit what we wanted was SAG. So we were forced to.
What was the age range?
Next time, if it's a creepy part.
No.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Judge, you need an old middle-aged creepy guy, and I'm always going to be that right person.
He's always creepy enough for.
The age range is 20s. Yeah. Same as me, basically.
So basically me, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah. Well, if you ever need a dashing, heroic.
If you ever need an asshole.
Carson Stoll. Carson Stoll's a great actor.
I'm talking about me, bro. Aaron right here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys in mind for anything you guys do.
We're not going to forget you. That's a fact.
At all,
you'll
Crystal.
hear it, Won't be the last talking to us you'll ever do.
No. You've got a cool vibe.
Super cool.
Yeah, you really do. And I love your philosophy. I really do. With the adding in the psychology to what you're creating is unique. I think it's great. So don't lose that. And I'm going to try to actually adapt some of those things. That will go through my head when I'm acting. Like if I'm having a hard time with something, I'm really going to say, okay, what did Crystal say? Okay, she said to breathe.
No,
she
for
said
real.
to smell some shit. Maybe listen. Cut the world out except specific thing, and just see if I can focus on that to find a spot. I've never done that. Trying to act, not once. It's all in my head usually. I got all that shit flying around. I'm like, all right, now I just got to remember my fucking lines, and I got to look like a badass. Okay, here we go. That's where I was. That's really cool, Crystal.
No, it is.
Good for you. Good for you.
You got it all going on,
Yeah.
girl. You should be proud of yourself because you're young and you're beautiful and you're very smart.
Yeah, she can fight.
You've got it all going
She's
on.
tough.
And you can fight. Yeah, I
tough.
forgot about that. Holy shit.
She's tough.
Yeah, that's another niche of mine is I like stunts and martial arts and films.
You got it all going
Yeah.
on. You're going places. I love you.
Last week we failed on the fact of getting Naomi to go and do some horse outside with you for some promo stuff.
Yeah,
but I'm
she
thinking
was
that we all need to meet somewhere in a field between here and Portland.
With our masks on and our social distancing.
And let Crystal and Aaron spar.
No, dude. No, she doesn't want any of this.
Oh my God,
No,
you don't want
Crystal.
any of that.
No.
You're scared. That's why
Ishin
you say
You're
that.
not gonna punch a girl with glasses, are you?
He's
Bro,
so scared.
Ishin karate for 6 years, Crystal. No joke. Can still do a flying roundhouse. No problem. No
Please
problem.
kick his
Reverse
ass
back
for me.
kick. I got a straight kick that'll lift you 6 feet off the ground. I don't fuck around.
I don't need kicks. I'll go right for the throat with my elbow.
Love you.
We're going to do this. It's on now. I'm
No,
gonna show you some
honestly,
shit.
will you
So,
please
Centralia?
take his challenge and kick his ass?
Centralia?
Please.
Centralia?
No, she coming to my home.
she-
Turf.
No,
I
you're
told her
going
we
to
meet
her.
halfway.
Halfway.
Well, sure.
I can't
She's
go
the
to
queen.
Centralia.
You need to go somewhere.
No, you can't, but I can drive,
They've
bastard.
got like
I mean, y'all are cool ass people. I would love to anyway.
They only allow like 15
No,
people at a
I
time that
couldn't
are
hear
black
her.
in
Shut-
Centralia. Zucchini.
Shut up. Zucchini on you. What'd you say, Crystal? I'm sorry.
I said, I mean, y'all are awesome people. I would love to kick it with y'all regardless, so I'd come to Seattle to chill,
Oh,
whatever.
see?
You're welcome,
That's
Sam.
awesome.
I know.
Thank you.
This is
Wait,
how
you're,
you too,
you're
Crystal.
not responsible for this. I talked to her myself.
I know
This
you
is-
did. Yeah, you are the. Yeah,
This
meat and
is
potatoes
this is
the
how
show, so to
Aaron
speak.
gets Sam new friends. We just
No,
have
if
them
I'm
on the
thinking
show.
anybody, it's Alexi, not your ass.
I get nothing.
Alexi gave her.
Yeah,
She
you
Short
get
to
zucchini.
us.
I know.
You
I
get
got to give me
zucchini.
some credit though. Just a little bit. Remember,
Oh,
compliments
I guess
keep me
she
quiet.
did-
Compliments keep me
I guess She
quiet.
did kind of contact you first, but it wasn't because of you. Just saying. It's because of us, right, Chuck?
So exactly, everything's about us. Crystal,
Right, Chuck?
Crystal,
Yeah.
you have directors, writers, producers, and everybody sitting in front of you. If you could ask us a question, what would it be?
Let me think. Well, tell me a bit about what you're working on now.
Oh,
I did, and you shot me down. You said you want a speaking piece, or you not going to come help.
She's a queen, and you
Because she's
didn't,
a fuck
you
around.
didn't match her
You
level
pitched
of,
it and it
like,
didn't work.
The Outrider, right?
Yes, the Outrider is
You're
currently
actually
out
more
on
the
Amazon
Outrider.
and OP Prime.
Yes.
I'll have to check that out.
Check it out. You will actually like it. I can tell. I know you would.
Yeah,
So
that's
What's
check
the
it out.
name of your current piece? You didn't. I know you mentioned you guys were working on a diner scene and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would be Say Goodbye. That's our
Say
next
Goodbye.
feature film.
Yeah.
The creepy horror guy actually wrote
He's doing
a
a
faith-based
faith-based.
drama.
We're
That's
doing a faith-based.
exciting.
Yeah.
But we like the arts in general, so we like to delve into every aspect of the arts. And that's why we talk to so many different kinds of people and all
love
the
it.
different stuff they do, because it's all good and everyone has something to offer, honestly. So
And
it's
we're all
cool
connected.
doing different stuff and
Absolutely.
horror stuff and
I
faith-based
love
stuff.
horror. I've done a lot of horror films.
It's good.
I've gotten killed so many times. I can't
Well, I'd love to have you to Washington sometime so I can kill you.
I would love.
We
I'd
would love
be
to
honest.
just have you to Washington just to hang out. We love you.
Honestly, yeah, I'll come to Washington just to hang out with y'all.
Awesome.
Honestly.
You're sweet.
Wait a second.
Love hearing
Okay,
that.
Crystal.
She-
I'm the realist of the group here.
Oh,
It's a
Well-
3-hour drive to come hang out with us.
It's so worth it. Are you kidding me? It's worth it, girl.
Well, actually, wait a second. Then again, Naomi, who lives in Vancouver, just over the border,
Yeah. Drove up here.
They drove 2.5 hours to come sit in our studio to be part of the show. I'm like, she doesn't know we can do it remotely, right? Like, no, she wants to come and see you guys.
Yeah.
No, that was awesome, though.
Yeah, honestly, I wish I kind of was in. I just found out I could drive again yesterday,
Sure.
so I was kind of like, we should do it remote first. But honestly, I would love to actually come down sometime.
So next time, so
we'd
you'll
have a
come back
blast.
on our show, and next time you'll come.
Hell yeah!
Awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Let me
Love
say,
it.
let me
We'll
say,
have it.
if you have really had as much fun as you are claiming, and it's not just a whole bunch of hype talk, you better talk to Sam soon because we're already booking through March.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Yes.
that's true. We got
Because
marches actually.
we're fucking popular.
Are we?
After the
bit.
show, if you want to, we can email back and forth, Sam, or whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll keep in touch for sure.
Have your
That'd
people
be
call
fun.
my people.
Oh my God.
You're all the
That's so good.
people, and I'm
Zucchini.
all the people
Oh,
that
my-
matter.
I
Like
got
we're all the
zucchini.
people.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but
I just
we're
need
the
a
people.
pickle.
No, it's
You
your guys.
don't-
This is your shit.
Sam
Yeah,
and I are already tight.
That's
yeah.
right. Exactly.
We're
You
just
know
like
what
the
I'm saying?
balls, just dragging the fuck along.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Kinda
And she's the
slowing
giant
us up
zucchini.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
or the black penis.
Zucchini.
Also, like, if anybody has a personal Facebook, I give you full, like, permission to add me. And also
Awesome.
Instagram, feel free.
Okay.
You can
Cool.
DM me, follow me. I will be receptive because I like all of you, and I
Oh.
consider you all friends already, so.
We got another one.
So sweet. Oh, stop it.
You know, Sam is the black penis of our group. You know that, right?
Oh, I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
Yeah.
Do you insert her inside of your rectum? Chuck's just like,
Zucchini! Didn't see that one coming, Crystal.
I can't make the comment for exit only because of the fact that if you preach it, you can't expect it. So I'm just going to stay quiet.
I love it so much.
That was
this is a
perfect-
dynamic
that
team
was
right
perfect.
here. We're all just fantastic.
Yeah, that's
Crystal,
right.
we love you.
All right,
We all love
I'm
you
putting
so
you to the
much.
test. I'm putting
What are
you
you
to the
doing?
test, Miss Tasper.
Are you
she's
trying to?
putting
He's trying to friend you
I
right
am
now.
on.
Did
I
I
am
say
on
she?
Facebook right now.
Oh.
Friend requesting to see if you're going to
Friend
come
requesting
through.
you.
This is it.
Look at this. Let's see if Chuck gets denied. Watch it say
Please-
block.
please do
If
it,
you
please
block
do
his
it.
ass, I swear to God, you got to
Please
lead
do
in the next movie.
She has it anyway. Like,
Block
on
his
now,
fucking
it's
ass
not
right
about
on the
that.
show. That'd be no joke.
Accepted. We are now officially
Oh,
friends.
that's so sweet.
I'm sorry for
you
that.
still get the lead.
Crystal, it was a pleasure talking with you today.
So much fun. So much fun.
Fine.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
die for some more like estrogen because these guys kill me sometimes with
Oh, right.
Oh my god, testosterone.
Women power.
Fuck you. I'm one of your biggest fans.
Dude, and I don't even
You know
have
what?
any
I love you
testosterone.
too
What are you
sometimes,
talking
but
about?
enough is less. Sometimes I need some more estrogen to balance it out. There's 2 girls, 2 guys is perfect, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
It's
As
a
we
good
prepare for
balance.
our next guest, Sam, who is
A boy.
Oh,
boy. Which most of them are, but I really pull for all the girls I can get. And actually...
me too.
Stop. Now we're never going to get any more girls. Now stop it.
As
girls love
creepy
it.
as I am, people always fucking
There
find me
you go.
charming, and I
I
don't
put my
get it.
Instagram for y'all guys too, because I use that a lot and put all.
Ooh,
my
I just
outfit
followed
on.
you before the show on Instagram, so I already beat him.
You're already like.
Yeah, you know, it's all right.
Before we end
I'm
this
always
show...
one step ahead usually anyway. I just let them think that it's fine.
Why are we ending the show?
Because,
are you
well,
upset?
no, I said before we
we
end the
screw
show.
up?
I said before we end the show,
Did we
and
do
I was going to
something
play
wrong?
a game.
Oh, we're going to play a
Play a
game.
game.
Game. I like
Oh,
games.
what
You
game?
like games?
What game we're going to play?
I'm
Well,
looking.
the Urban Dictionary game does.
Oh,
Yes? All right.
You're familiar with the Urban Dictionary game?
Hell yeah! I'm a child of the
It's
internet,
the
man.
Urban
Yeah.
Dictionary game.
you know what? They probably already
25,
cheated.
she's not old like us.
Wait, you know what? Everybody be quiet for a second.
Yo, mama, you want to play the Urban Dictionary game?
What'd you do?
Thank you.
fart?
I just gave you a chance to actually put the because we actually just plugged all of these little tidbits that we do in our show.
Okay, whatever.
All the segments.
Okay,
so we
producer
did
guy.
a whole bunch of stuff earlier between our 2
Why are
podcasts.
you
We need a
explaining my
zucchini
tricks
for
to
him,
everybody?
too. Like, what's
What
the zucchini
fucking
for
tricks?
Chuck?
It's not like magic.
It's fine. It's surprising for them to know. Okay, Urban Dictionary game. Here we go. What do we got?
Are you guys done?
Yeah, we're done.
I don't know.
Zucchini.
How the fuck are we going to answer the question?
Okay, well, zucchini until I ask you what the answer is.
Go.
All right. So, you ready? Okay, the first one I'm going to pay tribute to my possum. Okay, Chuck, you're not surprised, but my possum who passed away. So that's the reason for this one, and this one is possumistic. What does that mean, possumistic?
Guests first, please, Crystal.
You're first. What do you think possumistic means?
Possumistic. Someone who's very optimistic about possums.
That's a great answer.
That would
Great
be
answer.
so me.
Sam is possumistic.
I would be. Yeah.
That's a good answer, actually.
I mean, I could tell that you were very possumistic. You were like, I love my possum.
I love
Yeah,
my
she loves her
possum so
possum.
much.
Yeah.
I wish she was still here. But
I'm
Aaron,
sorry,
what do you
but-
think? Thank you.
I think pessimistic is the attitude when you're like, this is fucking great. That's pessimistic. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
That also happens to be
Okay.
the voice he used every time he talked to the possum.
Yeah, that was.
This is fucking bullshit.
Or emulated what the thoughts going through the possum's mind.
I want the fucking food. This is fucking bullshit.
What about the
I
sausage?
love that voice.
I want my fucking sausage.
And what was the other thing? Applesauce?
She liked applesauce and sausage and
Yeah,
cheese
kielbasa
and grapes.
sausage.
What a precious baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kielbasa
she was-
sausage is fucking
You know what?
great.
I just realized I'm fucking hungry.
I know, me
Oh,
too.
but what does pessimistic
Oh,
mean?
pessimistic,
Like,
Chuck.
since we're not thinking about food.
somebody who is very excited about something that's coming up, but is afraid to show their emotion behind it.
We're getting deep.
God damn, bringing it.
You go.
I was going to take a drink to show something, but I'm out.
That's
So
okay.
actually, the closest one was Chuck. That's
Wow.
actually pretty close.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Because
okay.
pessimistic means being in the middle of pessimistic and optimistic. Pessimistic.
Right on.
Oh, it's in the
Yeah,
middle.
it's right in the middle. And Chuck, you kind of said that a little bit.
Wow. He found the bridge. Isn't that
Pessimistic.
nice? Good for you, Chuck,
So,
for winning.
Possum, rest in peace. Love you. Ready for the next one? Are you ready for the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Who told him to sing so much?
I know, zucchini.
Okay. Anyway, ready for the next?
Yeah.
Meek Rob.
Ready.
What?
Meek Rob. MEEKROB. Meek Rob.
MEEKROB. Meek
Can't
Rob.
look it up on your fucking phone, Aaron.
I'm not. I'm writing it down.
Okay.
Meek Rob.
Meek Rob. What is Meek Rob? Got anything for us? Queen, I'm talking to you.
Meek Rob.
Rob.
I don't know why. Like, I keep thinking of Broccoli Rob now. Let's see. So Meek Rob, like, I would think maybe something mundane or something like that. Like, kind of like, I'm thinking like something a bit mundane and dreary.
Okay. Yeah. All
That's
right.
not a bad answer.
That is not a bad answer at all. That's actually a really creative.
Sorry, I was
answer.
watching my watch to make sure I could talk again.
I'm
Oh,
actually
are
just-
you looking up
yeah,
your
it's 60
phone on
seconds.
what
We're
it
good.
means?
Meek Rob.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
it's
you
a
don't
chart.
have an iPhone?
It's a Fitbit.
Or an
It's
iWatch?
Not, yeah, it's not that smart.
My daughter cheats with her iWatch.
Is this? Are we still playing the game?
We are, and so what is Meek Rob?
Okay. Meek Rob. I think Meek Rob. What's the face for? Hey, you just Meek Rob.
You better not talk to me like that.
What did I say?
Zucchini.
He has to answer the fucking question first.
Oh, I guess answer the fucking question.
Okay, Meek Rob. Oh shit! I forgot my answer now. Thanks a lot.
That's right back at ya.
Zucchini Sam.
Right
That's
back
what
at
that
ya.
feels like. It's like Batman. Oh, shit.
He did that to me
Power
earlier.
zucchini.
Oh yeah. I think it's just the opposite of what Chuck's saying. I think it's actually a good thing. Because
Okay, like
if something's robbing your meekness, like if you're meek, you're kind of depressed, but something good happened to you.
Oh, okay.
So
I like
Meek Rob.
that.
Oh,
That's
not bad.
pretty cool.
How's the twist? I flipped the script on that bitch. How about that?
Sure did. You sure
Yeah.
did.
Okay. What? Oh yeah. Wait. No. Chuck.
How about that? Zucchini.
Who did you zucchini?
We're using that way too. You can't give me something that says it will shut
I
up
know,
Aaron
I know.
because I will use the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Well, how about if we go with the first part that he said, which would be paying him compliments?
Oh, Chuck. Thank you.
That's nice. Okay.
Meek Rob?
Yeah.
Pockpicket. Pockpicket?
Pickpocket.
Pickpocket.
I knew what you meant even though you didn't say it right.
Okay.
Is that how long
A
we've
meek,
known each
that's
other?
a meek Rob. It's somebody. It's somebody who steals from you, but slyly.
So all good answers,
go.
guys.
We're all
good
fucking wrong.
answers. You're all wrong.
Shit.
So Meek Rob is a curse word that is far worse than shit. It is because you want to know why?
Why?
No. Oh yes.
It is in reference to a Thai food appetizer that is grosser than shit. Apparently, Meek Rob is an appetizer,
Huh.
a Thai food appetizer, and it's grosser than shit. Apparently,
So
Meek Rob is a super bad swear word.
Okay.
Can I
Like, ugh, like the
can
grossest
I
thing
interrupt
ever.
this program to ask you a question?
Sure.
So
Ask
yesterday
away.
I had a conversation with you, just the two of us,
Yeah.
and I asked you if you prefer pizza or Thai food. Did
And
you
I
prep
said-
this beforehand? And you're like, "Fuck, I don't want Thai food." That's fucking
Actually,
Meek Rob.
that's really funny, but I did not even think of that. I didn't think of that.
How
but
dare you?
I was
Meek
like,
Rob me
ooh,
for
I
the
can't
dinner.
pick Thai food because I hope he might order me some Meek Rob.
That smells like Meek Rob.
Nope. Not interested. That's not why I picked pizza.
Wow.
I picked pizza because I love pizza.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
But I don't want no Meek Rob.
Urban Dictionary game.
I mean, I know leeks and all that stuff. I never heard of meat ramen.
That was
I was
funny to
thinking
me.
leeks, actually.
Yeah,
Were you really?
Yeah.
I was thinking like it was a rapper thing, like, you know, it sounds like a rapper thing. Like meat grub. I was like, ooh, who's that? I don't know. But when I found out what it was, I actually thought that was really like no one would guess that. So
You were
that's why I
right.
picked
You were
it.
very
That's why I
accurate
picked
on
it.
that one. Yeah, you did good.
Yeah, no one would guess that. So next time you go to a Thai place, order meat grub and let me know how it goes.
They'll just kick you right in the balls.
I'll be
drop me
the
mad.
sacrifice.
It doesn't sound as bad. Like it's like noodles.
Don't pay
and-
for it. Just say, Kate, has anybody ordered meat grub recently? And if they say no, then just take the hint.
Yeah. Yeah, take the hint.
I don't know. It's on Urban Dictionary, which means that more than one person voted for that being an actual thing.
Well, it's
So
interesting
that
though.
means
I mean,
meat
okay,
grub is
let's jump
probably
into
pretty gross.
What's the food that smells worse than it tastes to you,
Ooh, there's
Crystal?
so many.
Smells worse than it tastes. Let me think on that. I feel like there's got to be something that comes to mind.
Greens. Mustard,
I mean,
mustard
Collard
greens.
those taste like shit
I
too.
love mustard greens, but like you gotta cook them right with garlic and
Yeah.
butter. And,
People boil them. They smell like meat
Oh, you
grub.
don't boil vegetables. That is so wrong.
I know.
Right?
It's so bad.
Thank you
Who the
so
fuck does that?
much. You're after my own heart.
It's brutal.
Don't do it.
I agree
Don't
with
do
you.
it.
I agree with you.
You know what? Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts smell like farts sometimes, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
they
the
do.
way they taste. They're
And
good.
beans.
Okay.
Beans too. Beans.
Yeah.
Beans.
Beans
Oh,
smell
oh.
bad, but they taste so freaking good.
Oh, they
They're
do.
good.
Beans
And-
are the best.
Right?
That is the tricky
That is
part
good.
too, because like my daughter likes my oldest daughter and my 3 grandchildren live with us right now. So my oldest daughter likes to cook.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what are you
She
getting
likes to
at?
cook. She likes to cook. But the problem is she likes to cook vegetables, which is great. But she likes her vegetables mushy. So by the time that I'm done smelling the Brussels sprouts cooking, I
Yep.
don't want to fucking eat them. But
I
I agree with
forgot.
you.
They taste not bad.
They don't taste bad. It's just the fact that when they're cooking, it smells like somebody farted in your soup.
You meat grub my soup.
I got one more
Shit in my
Urban
soup.
Dictionary. Can I do one more? Quick
One more, Sam.
wait,
yes.
let's
No,
ask-
I got a good one.
Ask Crystal.
Oh,
Does she
Crystal,
wanna
can we
play?
do one more? Do you want to play
Yes,
one
of
more?
course.
All right,
Anything
one
for
more.
you, Sam.
Yo, mama, you want to play the
Because
dictionary
I
game?
almost forgot about one that someone told me about that I thought was actually really good. So, Rule 34. What is Rule
Oh, I know
34?
that means
Do
if
you?
it exists,
What is it?
there is porn of it.
Oh, I love
What did she say?
I didn't
She
even
got
hear
it.
the
She
answer.
got it. She got it.
I don't even know what's going on right now.
All I heard was, do you want to play the Urban Dictionary game?
That's
one
because
more,
we're
one more.
here and you guys are there.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
I
What?
said
With-
Rule 34
over.
and she spit it. Like,
I don't
she
even.
knew
I'm waiting for
exactly.
the
She
fucking.
knew
That was the
exactly.
phrase.
What was the answer?
Rule 34. Say the
Well,
answer.
now you have to guess. If you didn't hear the answer, you have to guess.
Okay, go ahead, guess.
See
guys.
Rule 33. What the fuck? I don't understand.
I don't know because I don't want to repeat what I thought I heard because all I heard was porno on the floro and I don't think that was what she said.
That's what I thought she said. Porno on the floro.
Rule 34, guys, is if it exists, there is a porn of it. And if there isn't, there will be.
You said all of that fast?
She basically did, yes. She said all of that fast.
Like, I learned
Spit
about
it.
Rule 34 when I was like 11. So.
Oh my god!
She's 25,
I
that's
hope my
fine.
daughter, that's 11, doesn't know about Rule 34.
Oh, see, I was a
Yeah,
late.
did you know that there's like a particular fetish with braces? Because like since I've gotten braces, I get some weird DMs. Let me tell you.
Okay.
I'm
did
so
not
glad
know
we're
that.
friends now.
I never knew that. You would think that would like cut and hurt and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what they're thinking.
Crazy things. You,
You
never
never
know.
Naughty things.
Jeez.
Now wait a second. Now I was a teenager with braces, so
Yeah.
I
I
know
was
how
too.
horrific it is with
I had Mr.
all the
Edmouth.
things that you can do or have done to you with somebody who has braces on. So,
Is that why your back always hurts?
But it might have been why I stopped shaving so much.
Oh my god, that's both the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
No, I'm talking.
Anyways,
And you've been on this show for a while.
I know.
So what are
some
some of
pretty
the
dumb shit.
excuse me? So what are some of the fetish things that you're finding out that are intriguing with braces that you are learning now? Since we're all adults here in this room,
I know. Do we actually
in that
know
room.
specifics?
I have like a lot of people message me and ask me like a lot of questions about them, and it's just like you could tell it's a sexual thing. They're like,
Oh,
"How
okay.
long have you had them?"
Yeah, it's weird.
Like I've heard
That
of
is
people who like two people with braces kissing and they get stuck together. Oh my god!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. It's almost disturbing though, because braces are supposed to be like for underage like people. So you're like, how creepy and messed up are you?
Mm-hmm. You know what bothers me most is like the first question they should ask first. How old are you? Is what they should ask. Because I honestly sometimes with my braces look like I'm like 12, and I'm just like, why are you asking? Like, like
I was just going to ask if anybody's asked her to put her hair up in pigtails.
I know, right? Like,
yeah, like that's the next question. Now you're going to get a DM that's like, can you put your hair in pigtails?
It won't be from me.
It will be from Chuck.
Yeah, you accepted his friend request. Remember that shit.
I know. You did that.
They'll ask me like all the questions. They'll be like, how long have you had them? How long are you going to have them? What do they feel like? Have you ever, like, they just...
What does it feel like when you rub your tongue across them?
And you're like, I don't want to know where you're getting at.
Wait, I forgot to hit record. Oh, wait, no, I'm recording. Yay.
Yay! Yeah, so,
creepy Chuck.
Yeah, I've had some creepy ones, and like, just like, wow, you're so sexy with your braces and shit like that.
Well, you are pretty sexy with your braces, but, I mean, you know.
I love it. Crystal, it was a blast talking with you.
Super fun.
Yes. It's a pleasure.
Love all of you.
I love you too. Fun. Pleasure meeting you, and, yeah. Crystal's a badass.
You are so cool. Yeah. You're awesome.
Thank you. Don't be a stranger, all three of you.
No, we won't. We'll probably be a stalker.
Yeah.
Yay!
We'll be here all the time. You'll find us.
We won't ask you about your braces, though.
No.
We'll leave that
Thanks.
out.
I get
Speak for yourself.
Keep it real, Chuck. Zucchini. Anyway, Crystal, thank you for your time.
Pickle.
And thank you for our time today. It's awesome meeting you.
Crystal. You're super awesome.
Keep pushing forward. Keep fighting. And when I said you were a fighter earlier, I didn't just mean like physically.
Aww,
you know that, right? Okay. I'm just saying. Yeah. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, you too. Thanks. You too. Chuck, you want to close the show out, my man?
Well, Crystal, normally I do these by saying thank you for joining us for a cup of coffee and a conversation, but it looks like,
he's out of liquors. All he has is a piece of ice.
I drank some stuff. I have some water. So thanks for the drinks and the talk.
And disclaimer, everybody out there, before Chuck finishes, if you haven't noticed, Sam and Chuck talked quite a bit in this episode, and you can have one thing.
We had cucumber.
You either had a great guest, right, that they were super excited about, or they drank a little too much this afternoon.
Both, all three of the above.
I don't know what it is. You be the judge, and then tell me if I have to call them out next time by saying pineapple.
What? Pineapple. I laughed at that because, yes, I've had too much to drink.
Anyway, continue to close the show out, Chuck.
I will say that it has been a pleasure talking to you, Crystal.
Yes,
Thank you so much. Because of the fact that, and even though, yes, there are giddy moments that we've had during the show, but I have felt very good talking to you, and the fact that I did get the goosebumps, and I get the warm feeling and the tingling in my nose from the alcohol, but the goosebumps came from the conversation with you. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
So thank you for hanging out. I look forward to working with you in the future, which I know we will do one way or the other, because you already admitted you'll drive up here because you're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So since you're crazy and we're crazy, I want to say thank you again, and remember, everybody, to think hard because you're thinking anyway.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.
Remember, everybody, think hard because you're thinking anyway.
Oh, for the love of Christ, both of you guys.
You just cut me off, though. Just cut me off.
Nobody needs to hear the old intro.
Okay, well, I'm going to cut you both off and say thank you for listening to our show. Thank you for tuning into Around the Reel.
That's great stuff. Yeah. So why did they even tune in the first place?
I don't know, but they're glad they did.
Yeah. I think it's because we're trying to inspire people.
We are.
And have fun with people.
People that are artists.
Creatives.
Yeah. People that are out there trying to make a living with their art.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's what we're doing.
They're crafty.
Yes.
So have them tune in. And how do they get on our show, Chuck?
You can get on our show by going to our website. Please visit us at cccentertainmentgroup.com. Click on the scheduling link.
I'll send you to me.
Yeah.
Sassy Sam was going to get you all lined up on everything.
I'll hook you up with a day and a time.
Sometime in 2021 or 2022, because it's filling up fast. So if you want to get on this show, I highly suggest
get on it.
You start clicking your brains out.
Come be our guest on our show. We'd love to hear your story.
We'd love to hear it.
Make sure you come and visit us on Amazon Prime and OP Prime.
Oh, come yeah, watch our movie. Watch our movie, The Outrider.
Yeah, you can watch Marcus Ford kick some fucking ass.
Oh,
this was a perfectly good take until you said that.
Until you said that.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in to the show. Bye-bye, guys.